Me. I was not expecting desktop audio from a video essay I was reading about or listening about. Nux Taku was going to pop up and start playing the audio. Gosh dang it. Didn't mean to jump scare you all there with that desktop audio. Uh, yeah, so I was just trying to share all the links that I possibly could. It wasn't in this tab with the video essay about Nux Taku. It was, here it is. I can just spam every last link that I could possibly think of at all my socials, because I already did Discord. There were quite a few places that I'm able to self-promote there. So let's see, we got Blue Sky, we got Reddit, we've got a cross post through Reddit. We've got Facebook. That's another check. We got Twitter, though I should probably delete that at some point. Got Tumblr. And finally, Instagram. If that will load for me, please. I missed the feature where I was able to cross-post to multiple accounts for Facebook at the same time, but for some reason that feature seems to have vanished. And I don't know when that happened, but it made my life so much easier. So yeah, post has been shared. Refresh. This is done. This is done. And this one's done too. Okay. So yeah, I just want to say hi to CP Rail and MRL, Jess Keith, as well as Amtrak Fan and Code 3 Response. So yeah. Just wanted to say hi, everybody. Glad to see you're all here. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, there's been quite a few different weather instances across North America. And as for a question that was mentioned earlier, the previous VOD had a few issues that needed to be taken care of. Let's go! Another subscriber! Yippee! Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. Hopefully I'll be able to chill out. Unfortunately, Train of Thought is not going to stream today or tomorrow, so I guess maybe next week. Whatever the case. Last week's stream had a content claim on it, not a content strike, but a content claim, so I had to get that sorted out with a bit of editing. And the other thing was that I had accidentally doxed myself again, so I had to private the video, then edit out the personal information, and it should be live right now for you all to enjoy if you're interested. These and other things. I'm just gonna adjust the mic here. But yeah, we should be able to hop on over to the web browser. Doesn't look like it's doing what I want it to, so we're going to go... Oh gosh, this did not update. Okay, now it's updated. Yes, because this is the start of the stream. That means that I'm taking in office requests. So I think we're going to start... Where are we going to start? I need to find the tab. Here it is. This is the tab I'm looking for. Just going to scoot this up. Go to the screen capture. And I'd like to fix it so that it's the correct one. Just going to scoot this out a little bit more. Okay. Just a bit more. Okay, that's better. So this is the Discord. Start with anything related to... Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh, yeah, that's bad. Oh, boy, what is that? Let's go... Let's see. I don't know what the... Okay, so this is where the storm's going to be on Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. And I'm not sure if it's a rainstorm or a snowstorm. Not particularly great. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what to do with that, so moving on. Next up. What was the next one? Oh, right, jacket jail fries. See if there's any goofy engines here. The day that Mr. Krabs fries. Yes, it's Pie Day. I forgot to mention that. I probably should have used that as the thumbnail. Some sort of a pie-themed train. I completely forgot in the panic of it all. So, the loading gauge moment. This is the second most recent one. Gonna take a quick look at that. I freelanced an engine by scratch building the logo. Here we have the Long Island 084. What do we name this engine? Actually, no, wait, this is from 7 days ago. My mistake. Name it Damik. Interesting. He turned Pablo into a snake. Named it the Doohickey Dinglies the third. Okay, so yeah, we did see this last week. So, gonna make a note of that. Happy Mario Day for March... Was it 10th? Yeah, it was March 10th. National Spaghetti Day with Mustache Day. Super Mario on the PS4. Head explodes. I'll take your entire stock. And of course, the day that Mr. Krabs fries. You saying a crab fry these? Anyway, finally I can sleep in from work. Well, today is March 14th. We're going to Pie Day at school. I told my history teacher who likes SpongeBob about today, and then when I walked in the class later that day, it said the day Krabs fries, because of course. And, well, I almost forgot. Okay, so we've got all that. Oh, right, I can certainly do that as well, now that you mention it, so long as there isn't anything TOS related. Because I don't think much has changed since I was last here. Hold on a sec. We got some posts here. Okay, so maybe there's more than I remember. So where did I leave off? Today is the 14th. Last week was the 7th. Oh boy, there are quite a few things I need to go through. Okay, so this is where we left off. If I recall correctly. Admin funniness in somewhere Wales be like... Yeah, that... I think we saw this one. Hold on a sec. Rats when they see a deep fry. That gets me every time, I swear. And we got ourselves a classic, I want to say, yep, double track drifting. Deja vu, I have beaten this time before, heading on the... I forget the rest of the lines. I don't think this... We've had quite a lot of... we've had quite a few storms for the last few days. Like, it's been raining nonstop, it feels like, for the most part. And that is a very long Union Pacific train. And we got the El Gobernador with all he coming. I love the Flying Scotsman 60103. I swear this just screams like late 1990s, early 2000s internet. Cleveland show. We got... We've got Peter Griffin hallucinating Quagmire as a toilet for some reason, and just fat Peter Griffin on a forklift, and Peter Griffin with tiny arms, and being mouthed by 10 people. And it looks like it's just a bunch of ghosts. And we got Crab Quagmire, we've got Spinning Whatchamadoozit, we've got... I don't even know what that is. We've got Peanut Butter Jelly Time. We've got Lois falling down the stairs. And it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going. Let's get to the memes instead. Right now, I'm not sure if it's necessarily raining. But yeah, this is the story. Get real. Roll credits. And then we got the other Get Real, which, that's just goofy awe. I'd share this on Train of Thoughts Discord, but I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to do that. Anyway, I'm going to act like I know what you're talking about. Obviously, that's the wrong "your," but that's not here or there. And this is the quote bubble. We've got Jacket Jail Fries with... But instead of being the little TBH creature, it's Thomas in the wooden railway locomotive. We got Baco, Zero Context. There we go. Baco jump scare. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, that took way longer than it should have. The voices. Not the voices, no. Then we got this goofy one again. We've got Baco. We do a little trolling here, because why not? And then there's whatever this is. Whoa, pipe bomb. So cool. I wonder what happens when I... Gordon jump scare. Oh, wow, that's actually kind of impressive. Gotta give props to the CG that went into this. I think this is CG. We got Thomas, no! And it just no vanish. And this one's a classic for cursed trains, because there's a train on a loop-de-loop. I don't know where this came from, though, to be honest. And here's a better version of it. I think it's the same one. Got ourselves the big boy in HO scale. No big deal. We got this GIF from a very viral video from like 12 years ago. We got the goofy Penn Central with janky tracks. We've got the fog is coming. I thought it was already here. We've got Railfanner Cope. Which, not gonna lie, that's actually kind of good. New York Central. I don't know why it's all distorted with this filter, but whatever. And then there's this, which is the same thing as before, but...
Ja, her har vi togskinnet og de tekniske tegningene, og Martin som begynner å bli ferdig med midjen. Det er bra.
Oh lord, what are they doing?
Får du nok batterier til togstopper? Ja, det er masse ekstra batterier også. Henrik! Kjapp deg ned, vi må ut! Kjapp deg, Henrik.
Oh, no. Oh, so this is where it came from. Finally! It's nice to see where this came from. And then for some reason it just kind of cuts away to whatever it was. Perry the Platypus. So what's going on? Who is guilty of this in Roblox? No idea. No idea. Yeah, apparently it was a viral video of some Eastern European kids welding a vast loop-de-loop on a railroad. Obviously it's all CGI and is pretty based, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Leaves the scene after spreading it misinformation. Yep, my work here is done. Check out this meme I stole.
Yes, said Gordon, I will. And almost before the coaches had stopped moving, Gordon reversed quickly and was coupled to the train. Get in quickly, please, he whistled. Thomas usually pushed behind the...
Yeah, I have no idea what to make of that. We got Ooh over here with our locomotive that has since passed. We got the Burlington Northern Santa Fe. Let's scoot on over here. The Fantasy. Oh no. Listen here, you little... And then we got the Burlington Northern Santa Fe, and then Blue Bonnet. Okay, so yeah, I didn't notice this was Fantasy instead of the Santa Fe. Someone has chosen violence today. Just glad it wasn't me. Just some 2 random images. Delete trains, oh boy. Oh, BNFS, sorry. I'm so used to stuff that my memory was just kicking in. We've got that famous statue from a while ago. For some reason, it's stretched out, and I don't know why. This prank's gonna be crazy with this giant bomb. Here is my entire Trains 2.0 collection. Oh, Powertrains 2.0 collection. The ones I had... Wait, I edited the ones I had more than one of. So, the extras. I bent Gary Beyond the Limits in somewhere Wales, and this happened. Looks like that's one song about playing... Oh wait, it's that one piano song about falling down the stairs. That's all I can think of when I see this. Rip John Henry, F's in the chat. Pulling a really long train somewhere. Well, that looks kind of cute. With classic Elmira. It's going to be lagging. We're just pulling in. Oh boy. Oh boy. I did not see that coming. And then we got whatever this is. Of me when I remember things. Oh, this is going to be a bit longer than I thought it would be. Might have to save that for another time. Here's what happened to the train when I went back across the bridge. It just went all over the place, apparently. And hey, you want to see my pencil? Which, I don't know what this is from, but I hate it. Off to Benny Boy's Discord. Hopefully my voice doesn't give out. So let's see what I missed. I don't think I missed this. This is probably where we left off with the Morrison Knudsen, the MKT, which... I feel like I've seen these before. This one, though, I don't think I've seen this one, though. Indiana Southern, oh boy. Electromotive, Amtrak, Caltrans, Watco. I don't even know what this is. So maybe I saw some of these, but I could be wrong. But yes, more goofy trains. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the cursed trains from Benny Boy's Discord. Now for the actual events. The actual main event, which is Cursed Trains from Train of Thought's Discord. Go check out Train of Thought's YouTube channel. Go check out his Twitter at TrainFactGuy. Go check out his Discord. The invites is in the description down below with all his socials. Oh yeah, I think I certainly saw that. If not today, then previously. Now, what was I trying to say? I lost track. Where on earth did I... Ah, here it is. Yeah, I lost track. Really should move that button elsewhere. But yeah. This looks familiar. Where did we leave off? Because it wasn't here. Wasn't here. Wasn't here. It was pretty close to here, though. Ah, here it is. So, New York Central Mercury, but it's Japanese. So let's see. The Great Southern and Western... Oh, you got more? We'll see them momentarily. Or soon, I should be frank with you. The Great Southern and Western number 99 to 100 from Ireland. Two were produced circa 1890. And that's just an inspection loco if I've ever seen one. A goofy one at that, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I swear, if I was able to stream on Twitch, or I streamed there full time, I could just get a bunch of sound redeems, and people could just play the Milwaukee Road and the All Aboard Amtrak and the falling metal pipe noise and all the other stuff. Anyway, later, the locomotives were moved to the Femery-Michelson line in Cork County, which used a very light rail profile, only 50 pounds to the yard, while no heavier locomotives could be used there, and the axle load of the two vehicles was low enough. Here they had to conquer gradients of 1 in 60. Ooh, that's a lot. The passenger compartments were removed, allowing the locomotive to be used as a conventional tank loco. They spent the last years of their service shunting locos in the port of Cork. Okay. More cursed trains I found, part 36 from Hoya Fanboy. Oh, and this is from Panzer Fox, by the way. Thank you, Panzer. Hey, Xander. Welcome to the stream. I hope you get well soon. But we are looking at this goofy Lionel train set. And it's just called the Nutcracker something. We'll be able to see a different angle. We got the North Pole Central. We've got more North Pole Central goofy stuff from like 2014, 2010. I don't know. We've got this cursed atrocity, which I don't even know where to begin with this. But yeah, Snowflake route for the North Pole Express. Don't know where to begin or end with this. I don't know what it is about Lionel. What's with all the 080 switchers for their starter sets? It's not my cup of tea, really. So yeah, we saw this. We got the North Pole Central U something. I forget. Ooh, this looks weird. It's a Heavy Pacific for the Sleigh Bell Limited, 12/24 for December 24th. We've got... What on earth is this? Oh, right, the Peppermint Railroad instead of the Pennsylvania Railroad. Why does this look like it's been photoshopped on as an afterthought, and all of this is also Photoshop colored? Like, they just had their regular Berkshire logo, and then they're like, you know what? We didn't have it come into the warehouse, so we're just going to take a photo and alter it like a cursed train in some of the other Discords. And those and other things. Okay, this one's just disgusting. It can just write off. And here it is in real life, the one from that other image a few bits back, and a classic repost. But yeah, that's gonna be a big yikes for me. Let's see what USS Salem's up to. Assuming that I am not having any sort of lag issues with the chat again. Yeah, I don't have any lag issues, it's just chat's being slow. I'm thankful for it not being a technical issue. Oh! Oh. Southern and Northwestern. That is not the legacy paint scheme I was expecting. Like, I sawed this logo in half and stuck it together with another one using flex tape. But obviously it's a paint scheme thing, but even then it's questionable in terms of its taste. Like, something about this is just so disgusting. We've got the 020 from Leo, the Hudswell Clark 060T. And why does it have this little bit here if there's no outside, if there's no rods to connect it to? Wouldn't they be on the inside because it's internal pistons or whatever? Anyway, moving on. Muka Skyla has railroad slugs that look more like mutilated engines. Technically because they are. In a moment, we are now full head into the Discord, and oh my gosh, it's Conrail. A Conrail slug. Ugh. I was not expecting that. Because we got the A units, and we have the slug unit over here for extra tractive effort, among other things. Tallulah Falls 280, numbered 78, said, "Found this in the book I bought at the National Monorailroad Association convention in Cartersville, Georgia. Reversing the Santa Fe procedure, National Railways of Mexico San Luis Potosi shops converted some railroad switchers to cab and semi-cab units, or added their own nose designs to existing cabs. Most components came from locomotives damaged through collisions or mechanical malfunctions. The conversion process has produced 4 units, all different from one another. And I would not expect anything more unique or diverse. I wouldn't expect anything less diverse from the NDM. To be honest, they know what they're doing. They know what they're cooking when it comes to cursed trains. They know style and beauty in a way that is beyond my basic comprehension. Let's see, Muka Skyla's at it again. Brought to you by Platform Meme, Gwewe. And this is over at some sort of train store, and it's a mailbox. But not just any mailbox, it's the most cursed Thomas mailbox I've seen in some time. Me. Let's see. It looks normal. It looks normal. However, these had a tendency to spontaneously combust, which makes them cursed. According to Tartarus, the NZR RM class, or New Zealand Rail RM class. It's a very small image though, so I may have to take this image and look at it in Google Images. While I go make some adjustments here. Just gonna plunk it down, see if we can get a better image of this thing. Because Google knows where it's at. Textbook and bullets. I don't know why it said that, but let's see. LME, Facebook, history and natural history. Maybe this will do. And then we can take a closer look here. Okay, so yeah, this is a way better, higher resolution image. Not necessarily better quality because it seems like it's got a very low DPI and that sort of thing, but yeah, this is goofy. This is goofy. But I'm glad I got that settled. Ooh, what's this? Also, for the New Zealand Railway, where's the railroad? I don't know. Moving on. Sterling, but it's no longer single and barely to... wait. Sterling, but it's no longer single and ready to mingle. And the proportions of this just seem a little off, if I'm gonna be honest, not gonna lie. Like, I would think the smoke box would be a bit bigger, or at least the smoke box door, I mean. The 1870 Park 440, redrawn by the late J.N. Maskelyne. Why is there only one leaf spring? I thought there'd be leaf springs over here too. Thunderbirds 3, take off! Oh yeah, I think we saw this one before. It's from O'Dinny B. We've got Phipps Builder. Since we had the puppet adaptation, Emma from Jim Knopf and Tukas the Train Engineer, I must ask, have you seen the live-action one? There was actually a live-action adaptation of that, and they actually built an itty-bitty 240 prop for it. And that is an itty-bitty picture. Let's see if we can get a better one. Just paste that down there. Germany. Emma steam locomotive finds new home at Europa Park. Just gonna scoot this over a bit. Okay. Reject all. Germany. Emma the steam locomotive finds new home in Europa Park. Emma is the name of a steam locomotive and faithful companion to Jim Button and Luke, the two main characters known from Michael End's children's books published in the 1960s. For the latest German film adaptations of Jim Button and Luke the Train Driver and Jim Button and the Wild 13 from 2020, 3 2.2-ton heavy locomotives were built as requisites. One of these three is now found its way from the production site at Film Studios Babelsberg to the Europa Park. Visitors to the theme park are now able to have an up-close look at the locomotive. Emma was placed directly adjacent to the Gym Nop Reis durch Lumberland English Gym Button ride through the Marland Children's Ride, which invites kids and families to a 3-minute long ride through the world of Jim and Luke. And yeah, something about this just, I don't know. If that's not a funny funnel, then I don't know what is. So we are going to bounce back. I think there's actually like a Marklin version of this in DCC, which I don't know why you'd put so much processing power into such a whimsical little locomotive. But I do remember seeing it at one point, and I was like, yikes. And what was I going to say? Just going to close this tab. This tab. Oh, right, now I remember. I was going to bounce back over here if it will remember me. Don't give me the instructions, just show me my cursed wheel. Show me my wheel of torture. So everything's filled out. Just gonna scoot this over. Round and round the wheel she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Why is it loading? But yeah, I think it's supposed to be Neko mode activates, which is gonna take a moment. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. My picker wheel has malfunctioned. But yeah, let's just get rid of the extra. Oh my gosh, this lag. What is this lag, man? Oh my god. Okay, now it's working. You know what? It might be easier just to go back to the picker wheel if I can help it. Yeah, I don't know what on earth is going on. But I seem to be kind of working okay on this end. Oh boy. This is not the time for my computer to be chugging. Okay, so now we're back here. Now we're just gonna bounce back over here. Because we can, because things are finally starting to respond. Yeah, I will get to it. I will get to it. I do think that if I close a bunch of my tabs, I may no longer have to worry about this lag, because I think that's the issue at hand. But I'm just going to hop into the void for a sec while I go change things up a bit. Now, was it Nigo mode or was it furry mode? That is the question. Because I can't remember. I just forgot. I don't know. Let's go with the more cursed option, I guess. Props. Just gonna plop that there. Bounce back up. Mount this here. Okay. Okay. I think I am all set to go. So yeah. If the this is not the time for my phone link to be acting up. let's see. Railfan Elliott said, if CP Rail ordered triplexes. Oof. Oof, and that's a funny funnel and a half. And what is this coupler over here? I don't even. But let's go. I guess we're gonna go back to the wheel again. Well, I'm already there, so I guess we're just gonna spin again, because it would be really weird to just switch it. I spoke too soon. Just gonna mark this as done. I'm gonna hop back into the void again. I really need toggles to just change avatars on a whim. Because this is getting ridiculous. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, this is from Railfan Elliott. This is from FLPS Builder. Odini B, Muku Skyla. Let's see, Hoya Fanboy. How much bigger could I make the Genesis? It's already obnoxiously big. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there will be more posts. So yeah, where was I? Hoya Fanboy, 1930s. More cursed trains I found. Part 36, Part 2. Fantasy sets from Lionel. Featuring diesel locos. And it's Scooby. What would you do? Would you do it for some Scooby snacks? No, I would not buy this for some Scooby snacks. Oh boy. Okay, so we got another Warner Brothers IP. We've got Looney Tunes. This is actually very small. I thought there would be more rail cars. And then we have whatever this is. Oh, it's Star Trek. Because this is the USS Enterprise. And we have three different rail cars here. They're the aquarium cars. And instead of having dioramas of fish, or should I say, it's dioramas of what I'm assuming are from the holodeck. Let's see, sick bay, holding deck, something. I don't know. And last but not least, oh gosh, it's a battery powered garden scale Barbie train set. Oh, this is atrocious. I think they just threw everything at the wall to see what would stick. Hey, Animatios de Tubi, welcome to the stream. And I just feel like this is it's bad in its own right as a premise, but its execution is even worse. Like, it's not just the poor taste, it's the poor execution. I feel like if they were going to do this series or the toy franchise rights, they would not do this. They would not do this atrocious mess. With an FT unit, no less. But somehow I'm surprised this exists when I shouldn't be, considering all the other crazy goofy stuff that Lionel's churned out over the years, and some of the more unhinged stuff that's been released by MTH. Let's see, Panzer Fox. Pennsylvania AD, numbered 10,003 for the United States, circa 1907. Only one of these electric locos was produced. Oh, yeah, that is weird. That is definitely weird. Let's zoom in on that. But yeah, I think we've got 2 unpowered axles here and then 2 powered axles here, if the diagrams are any indication. And something about this just looks so... I don't know what it is. It seems like it's just chronologically out of place for its industrial design. Like, I don't even know where to begin to describe this, because it's got the wheel arrangement of a 440 locomotive, but it's electrically powered, so that makes it, what is it? It's a B-bow? I forget the wheel arrangements. But yeah, this diagram makes it pretty clear from the cross sections and from over here that these are the two powered axles and this is unpowered, and I am morbidly curious about this. Morbidly curious. Especially with the cab over here. I would think they'd do something kind of like that other locomotive that we saw from Europe that was super cursed. Edward V4, but I do want to get some exposition. The first two Class AA1 electric locomotives were not convincing, as their running smoothness was insufficient due to the lack of leading axles. For this reason, the Pennsylvania Railroad took the 440 wheel arrangement that was so popular in the US for steam locomotives as a reference and ordered an electric locomotive with a 2B wheel arrangement. Okay, so that's what it was. From Baldwin Locomotive Works. The locomotives with this wheel arrangement were classified as Class D on the Pennsylvania Railroad, which is why the one-off was given the designation Odd D, although the entire mass of the locomotive was no longer available as adhesive weight. The leading bogie improved stability at higher speeds. In contrast to its predecessors, it was operated under 11,000 volts of alternating current and had a pantograph on the roof. A selection of the routes was electrified with a system for the test run. The traction motors were no longer directly connected to the axles, but were sprung via a quill. A quill what? In test operation on the Long Island Railroad, it proved to be quite suitable for higher speeds. With a wheel diameter of 72 inches, it would reach speeds of up to 85 miles an hour. Oh, while still remaining steady and controllable. In the other direction of travel, however, the running smoothness was no longer so outstanding, since then it didn't have leading axles anymore. As a result of this experience, the DD1 class locomotives were soon ordered, which basically looked like two odd D coupled together and were intended to operate with direct current from the conductor rails. In this case, I'm assuming a third rail. But yeah, I'm just looking at this and this is just goofy. But it's like my kind of goofy. Let's move on to, oh my gosh, the Fezziwig Railway. I'm sorry, what the actual is this Camelback? I was not expecting to see that. I had already seen these things from Edward V4, but J2's taking the cake here today. But let's look at these atrocities from, I want to say Roblox, but I could be wrong. I'm just looking at this video and this isn't a video. This is a screenshot of a video. Great. Just fantastic. And I'm lagging again. Thanks, by the way. I'm just trying to get my computer to work for me, because it's not. Just gonna try to snap it awake. with the task manager. Usually that wakes it up. I'm only at 74% of my memory, so I don't know what the deal is. Normally this fixes it, but I guess not. What could I possibly do as triage to deal with this? Unfortunately, I may have to close out one of my browsers. Let's see if that frees up. Oh, that barely freed up anything. And I think we overshot it. Let's keep going. And going. Okay, this is where we left off. So yeah, now it's actually working. We can actually resume where we were. Okay, so yeah, this is supposed to be a video. It's not a screenshot. But it is very cursed looking. And I don't know why would anybody do this. And this is just a post. But that's all from Edward V4 and Hoya Fanboy. I'm sorry, J2 over here. We've got the G&W foreign logos, which technically counts as a... That technically counts as American livery on an Australian livery, which, although not technically a British livery, it is part of the British Crown in the form of the British Commonwealth of Nations. So I guess I'll allow it for another wheel spin. This looks kind of fine, but something about it is supposed to be very off. It's the G&M. The G&M is... I'm sorry, the G&W. G&W is to short-line railways what real estate magnates are for rentable spaces and rentable housing and trailer parks. It's this one umbrella company that just kind of franchises itself out or whatever. And you can find them all over the United States. It's an unfortunate consolidation of power that really probably shouldn't be there for the sake of the free market. Because once they have control of all those short lines, they'll be able to raise the rates, I guess. I don't remember the exact structure of the company because I've never looked into it. But let's see. G&W. It's a W. The Genesee in Wyoming. Got the actual website. We've got careers. And the main website. Well, it is a train freight service. It's... Let's see. Let's go to the About section. The Genesee in Wyoming Incorporated owns or leases more than 100 railroads across North America, collectively the G&W, or the company, with 4,000 employees serving 2,000 customers. Oh, and there's this little video from Vimeo of all places. I'm surprised they didn't share it on YouTube. Yeah, they run short lines. Okay, so yeah, it's the G&W is owned by the Brookfield Infrastructure Partners, LP, and GIC. Customer service stories, Plastic Express facility, taps Georgia Central Railway for rail service. This is what I'm looking for, history. For much of its first century, the Genesee, Wyoming was a 14-mile railroad serving a single customer in upstate New York. The company has since grown to be a leading owner and lessor of short line and regional freight railroads, serving more than 3,000 customers over 13,000 miles of track on two continents. Two continents, one? So North and South America? And here's a little timeline. Ooh, and it's interactive too. And yeah, so here's where it all starts. 1977. EL's great grandson, Mortimer B. Fuller, the third, bought a controlling interest in the GNWR and established a holding company known as the Genesee and Wyoming Industries. His strategy was to diversify the business with an initial focus on railcar leasing and railcar management, leading G&W's transformation of an international railroad business. Mort served as the chairman and CEO from 1977 to 2007 and chairman from 2007 to 2017. Got our first acquisitions here. It acquired 11 operations, including, I can hardly read that, but they're all different variations of the G&W. G&W's public listing on the stock exchange, international expansion. Oh, so they actually are abroad. It looks like 3 continents here. We've got Oceania, we've got South America, and North America. Yikes. This is a global superpower at this rate. But I think I'm getting distracted. Maybe. Let's see. Since TOT liked her so much last time, which will be like 5 years from when he sees this, here are some more images of Emma. Those being from the original 60s illustrations by F.J. Tripp. Save for the last one. Or save for the last one. She might not fail under she might not fall under cursed, but certainly quirky. And here's a look at some of the shenanigans she and the little Molly get into from Mr. Magalore. I'm so confused. I am so confused. Here it is, it's not even on the tracks. Here it is with a dragon. Here it is in the ocean. Here it is soaring to the sky. The ocean again. We got a cross section. And then we got whatever this is. But yeah, this is from Republic Clanker. And Mr. Magalore, I thank them for their submissions. Hold on a sec. Let me get my translator out. Translate to English. Oh, okay. I don't know why you said that, but we are going to move on. Because I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. By the way, yeah, this technically counts as a funny funnel, so I guess we're going to have to spin the wheel again. If it'll work for me. Let's just go to the main website so it doesn't goof up. Okay. We already did this before. I feel like it's just reset itself, so I don't know. Let's scramble this up just to make sure. Nope, it's
the Milwaukee Road.
So I will be right back while I hop back into the void once again and make some adjustments. So what do y'all think? Hiawatha or oh, the Little Joe? Let's see, custom 3. Okay, I'm back. Well, to be honest, I have so many tabs open, it should be well past my time to close all of them and have an excuse to do so. This one's a classic repost, but only because I know I posted it like over a year ago. From the Sodor engines, say hello to your newest nightmare. All around me are familiar faces, worn out faces, worn out faces. Anyway, so O'Denny B's got this Roadrunner of a locomotive. It is, I want to say, a consolidation from post-war Europe, I want to say. If the design is any indication in the infrastructure in the cars. I will. I'm going to do it once I wrap things up here. I've already had rain. I mentioned it previously. But yeah, this is from O'Denny B. It's another train on the road, so that means it's time to spin the wheel. Oh, that was quick. So yeah, I'm just gonna go hop back into the void again, because gosh dang it. As if things weren't challenging enough as it is. But at least I'll be prepped for this time around. Oh no, I didn't remove any VODs, I just fixed them. There's some editing that I was able to do to make life easier on myself. Moving on. Let's see, Franz the Fox Demon. Oh gosh. Panzer Fox, what is this? The Trans-Andes Railway number 9 and 11 from Chile, circa 1908. 2 were manufactured. At a Conrail-8. Oh boy. Oh boy. I still have trouble just trying to fix all the other models that I have that need adjustment. Oh boy. As an alternative to the 8 Class Z Kitzenmeyer rack locos, the Maschinenfabrik Islingen supplied these 2 locomotives. They had a front bogie with 3 carrying axles and 3 rack pinion from the ABT system. The rear bogie had 4 coupled axles with for the adhesion drive. Initially, a condensation device was installed, which was soon removed. They were numbered 9 and 11. From the factory, the 9 was renumbered to 10. The number 10 derailed after a short time in the mountains between Juncal and Portillo, where salvage was not economical. It was left in place, and no further locomotive of this type was ever built. And oh boy, this is just... I'm screaming internally. And I don't worry about the weather right now, because I'm not the one going outside. Because I have no need to touch grass right now, but holy... What do I do with this? What the do I do with this? Because these wheels are unpowered, and we just got cogs and an outside frame counterweight shenanigans over here, and then we actually have drive wheels back here. I'm completely speechless. Mr. Magalor's at it again. Gosh dang it. And here's some more of the Puppet Box's marionettes. Recreating scenes from the book. And it looks like they're just flying away over there. I don't know what that is. Like, but it's got a funny funnel. As if the others didn't already have one. And here it is flying through the sky. Because why not? And here it is under the sea. Under the sea. I forgot the rest of the lines. Oh, hey Jacket, welcome to the stream. For some reason this one's transparent, and I don't know why. And yeah, so there's that. Which means I have to go spin that mother wheel again. Like, holy... I think we might set a record for the number of times I've had to spin this thing today. Finally. Something that won't require me to change avatars. I'll just hop on over here. To the community page. Oh, okay. I'll be able to see them momentarily. I'm just gonna punch in hamburger. So yeah, 1 hour of silence interrupted by hamburger. And it looks like it picked up where we left off, so let's start from the beginning.
Hamburger.
That should make things a little easier. And yeah. USS Salem, what do you got? Oh boy, I know I've seen this one before. In the past, well before I was posting content online. But the rust just makes it worse.
Hamburger.
The rust makes it so much worse. And if you don't know who this is, I'm glad you don't. Let's keep it that way. Canadian National P42DC. This is a repost if I've ever seen one. Maybe not on this Discord, but on the other one. Chessie Steam Special. I don't think this is supposed to be open. I don't think so either. That hatch should be closed. Because who knows what was being stored in this thing, am I right? It's just going to completely evaporate off. Let's see. Scrap her on.
Hamburger.
A slightly crude drawing of the Clarksville and Ferndale Western Titan-class turbine. I posted a mock-up of it a while back, and yes, the engine is more sensible take on the one from Fallout. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Because, like, the cab isn't as high off the ground, I guess. Yeah, Stumpy 686 moment. Rail Van Loy with the Forbidden Spaghetti. Oh, right, this one. This goofy locomotive that exploded. But yeah, it looks like everybody's already marked it as a repost, so at least I can react with spaghetti, which is new. But if this isn't a funny funnel, I don't know what is. We don't see it that often, so I may as well spin the wheel again. Oh, and of course, whatever. Curse of Ra! So we are just going to hide this choice. We are going to my dank meme so we can start playing the song. And now my mouse controls are inverted. For the next few minutes. Chessie the Steam Special. Context. We were seeing this engine lead, but couldn't hear the engine. Apparently it was at idle, but It was so quiet we legit thought the engine was dead and the DPU was pushing. Apparently it just went into idle while the DPU was
Hamburger.
on throttle. The second clip will explain this. So I'm hearing it, but I'm not seeing it. Maybe this'll... Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here. Yes, boys, it's the day that Mr. Krabs fries. But yeah, I feel like it would have been nice to have, like, video. Anyway, around the turn of the millennium, the Jim Button cartoon was produced, which is probably the internationally most well-known adaptation. It's a good watch. Problem is, if you've read the books, you know that's like 85% is essentially filler. The entire first season's English dub is archived on YouTube for anyone who's curious. I don't know, this kind of reminds me of the art style from something I'd see on PBS. I don't know why, I just feel that way. Or like some early Nickelodeon stuff. And here it is invisible, like the invisible boatmobile. And that was contributed by Mr. Magalore again. I thank you. And finally, here's the live-action version from 2018-2020. I'm sorry, what? Yes, the most awkward 040T and 060, I think. So yeah, 4 life-size props made. Heavy high-detail version for on-set filming in Berlin. This one controlled by a driver in the hollow boiler. Oh boy. A lighter, easy-to-transport, remote-controlled version for the on-site filming in the South African desert and mountains, a hollow version for water scenes, and a large wooden model for the dragon disguise. All in all, the most realistic depiction of the little engine that still contains its unique quirks. And also, yes, one of the threats on the journey is essentially advanced darkness. Wait a minute, I just realized that counts as a funny funnel. I'm so goofy, why didn't I see that? Oh, that means I gotta spin the wheel again. Back to furry mode! Yeah? So let's mark this as done. I'll bounce back into the void. If I can find it.
Hamburger.
Avatar selection again. Let's just change the camera back to its original orientation. We'll just rotate this, plop it down, grab this, plop it down. Okay. I'm back. Hi everyone. So on to the Discord. So yeah, this... For some reason I thought these were 4 separate images, but it looks like they've been spliced together into one image. We got the green screen background here. Here it is running down the streets of what I want to say is Manchu Dynasty, China. Here it is in the dark. Okay, yeah, that's a curse funnel. Or a funny funnel, if I've ever seen one. Here it is out in the desert. Here's a different angle. Here's the complete darkness. Oh gosh, what is this? Okay, we got the dragon here, but I don't know what the rest of this stuff is in the background. Here it is, as what I want to say is helicopter, helicopter. Assuming this is a propeller of some sort. I don't know. I don't know. Here it is as a tiny little prop juxtaposed with the standard size prop on the left. So yeah, I don't know the context of this image. Oh, right. I forgot. There's two different locomotives in this series. So there's the big one and then there's the little one. And I completely forgot. So this is the one that kind of tags along in the back. But it's a lot narrower, so it doesn't fit the gauge, unfortunately. But we got ourselves another funny funnel, and you know what that means. Unban a chatter. Oh boy. Oh boy, I was not expecting this to come up today. Let me go over to settings. I don't even know where to find that. I don't know. I sincerely don't know. Now, I'm trying to remember where I can unban certain things. Like, is it in settings? Permissions, community moderation, defaults, channel guidelines.
Hamburger.
Permissions. Channel. Why can't I find it? Yep, it's a get out of jail free card for any users that I have previously kicked from my channel. And I can't find the option. Is it in customization? Description, channel URL, custom URL, video watermark, subtitles. Maybe it's in community. Mentions, helds. Let's confirm that, and confirm that, and confirm that, and that. Things I haven't responded to. Analytics. Yeah, I can't find this to save my life. Oh, yeah, I did. Kind of interesting, though I will admit it's going to be pretty unbalanced in the front. They make it so much easier on Twitch. Urgent live weather. Shadow ban from YouTube. Channel chat. Let's see. Unban. Unban. Maybe this will do it.
Hamburger.
Let's see, recover a deleted channel. That's not what I'm looking for. This isn't what I'm looking for. Ah, here it is. From like 3 years ago. Let me try to mute this so you don't hear it. Stupid Mint Mobile ads. Okay, so intro, tutorial. Okay, so I just head over to the settings and I head to community. Oh, okay, that's better. So now I know where to do it. I was in the right direction with the community tab. Or rather, which one was it? Settings, that's right, settings. Settings, channel, advanced settings, eligibility, channel, general, upload defaults, add categories, permissions, community moderation. Where on earth is it? Okay, so it's in community, advanced filters. Okay, so we have one user that we have just unbanned. They should be able to chat again if they're interested for one reason or another. Okay. I'm not sure I know about that logo, but I am going to head back to hide this choice because there's hardly anybody to really ban. And we should be able to move on here. I wasn't paying attention and I completely forgot. But yeah, this is Tallulah Falls 28078. And what on earth am I looking at here? Is this just a train wreck? Oh, it's just everything's completely wasted. Wait a minute. This looks vaguely familiar. But it doesn't at the same time. Sure, why not? Oh, Iden, this is a monster later converted to have a cab and sideboards. Which, yeah, that's a goofy loco, if I've ever seen one. It is a repost, however, unfortunately. So, does it count as funny funnels if it's got funnels in the back? Like that? Whatever. I hardly ever see that thing. Hamter! Hamter. So let's close that choice. Hop over here again. To my channel. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Go back. Okay. 1 hour of silence, occasionally interrupted by Hamter. Let's get the 9-hour version. Let's kick the audio into high gear. And there we go. Oh, I see. I see. Railfan Alloy, what is... Oh. 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 Look how they massacred my boy.
Hamburger.
Joshua Lionel Cohen is rolling in his grave. Oh. It hurts to look at. Well, you already just let me know, so... now I know it. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Oh, this one's a repost. Streamlined Concepts from 1865. It's a very blurry rendering of something we've seen before. So it's nothing to write home about. So sorry, Wes. Better luck next time. Ford Master, not cursed, but for me, it's a 484 that's driven from the first axle. The Netherlands State Railways 484T 6300 class were a short haul coal dragging locomotive on lines such as the Limburg to West Netherlands. It had 4 HP cylinders with the outside pair actuated by an internal Volschertz valve gear. Oh, that's even worse. How are you supposed to lubricate that? Well, the inside pair was driven by eccentrics. The sandboxes were actually built into the cylinder outer shroud casing and the fill caps behind the smoke deflectors. They apparently had quite good running characteristics, with the exception of very high coal consumption, which made them very unpopular among crews. So, boy howdy is that a tank engine of all time. Boy howdy is that a tank engine of all time. If you squint, it looks like you can barely make it out, but it is in fact a tank engine. It's more clear here, but not so clear over here. But yeah, driven from the first axle. Oh, that's what I meant by first axle. The first drive axle is where the rod connects to the rest of the running gear assembly. Normally it's like the second one. Sometimes it's the very last one. But that's not here or there. Panzerfox. Oh, from the 410O, made by a person named John Allen. Interesting. Well, if you're able to post it on the Cursed Train subreddit for Train of Thought, that's totally fine. If you want to post it on your Discord, then by all means, it's your Discord. But let's see. The Stadssportwagen Class E10 from Indonesia, 1921. 39 were produced. The Padang Coal Company on Sumatra was a rack line with a gradients of up to 8%. Oh gosh. And curves with a radius of 150 meters. It was soon found out that the 082T locomotive of the D18 class weren't powerful enough to haul 200-ton trains, so the solution was a 010-0T loco of the E10.0 class, designed by Eislingen Machine Works in 1916. The production only started in 21 and until 28. Total of 22 were built, and between 64 and 67, the Eislege and Nippon Chariot built another 17, designated E10.5. They were of the Winterthur system, which meant that they had 4 equally sized cylinders working on compound. But the rack wheels were driven by a gear ratio of 1 to 2.033, so the low-pressure cylinders moved roughly twice the speed of the high-pressure cylinders, eliminating the need for much larger cylinders. To allow operation on sharp curves, the first and last driving axles had some side play. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, what am I looking at? Here it is from an old photograph. Look at this photograph! And here it is. Okay, so here it is on display. Rip Bozo. F's in the chat. Oh, and looks like all the pistons are in one giant block. Holy, that is huge. That's what she said. And here's the E10s. Just, I don't even know where to begin to describe this. So, like, it's got the basic drivetrain system, but it has a second one for the cog system? I don't understand. I need more information. Let's see. Smagamations. Cursed locomotives on the New Zealand Railway Tours advert from 1889. First of all, it looks cursed as hell, but also doesn't even correctly resemble a single New Zealand railway locomotive. Well, I can certainly say that. That is very poorly drawn. It looks like a 440 or a 240 with the drive wheels too far back, like it's a camelback or something. I don't know. Okay, yeah, here it is up close. This is atrocious. This is actually atrocious. A deforms camelback, maybe some sort of cursed tank engine, if this is fused with that, but that's not likely. Bro doesn't know about this. Okay, so in response to Fort Master from earlier, where was Fort Master? Okay, so here's Fort Master. He hits this post from the Netherlands, but the reply is for the Deutsche, was it Reichsbahn or Bundesbahn? And he says, bro doesn't know about this thing. And holy, it's huge. And it's got a filter to capture cinders. But this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 212-4 tank engine. It is an absolute unit. Like, I don't, it just, I don't even know where to begin to describe. Oh, yes, I will get to it soon.
Hamburger.
But it's a funny funnel, so we gotta go spin that wheel again. Blue Lobster!
Hamster.
No! So actually, I probably don't need to hide that choice. But I'm going to bounce back over here, slap that bad boy on my torso right here, and moving on. So yeah, we got Goofy and then we got this from Jackalis. One of the most 1800s logging railroad thing ever. They didn't even put the depot, like, on the flat car. It's on 3. Like, that train hits a sharp curve, and that depot is gone, so... yeah. That's going over, and so is the guy in it. I do feel like this is a repost, though, but holy... is this just a picture of all time? Yes, the Jenga logging railway. To be honest, I don't think I'd have it any other way. Logging railroads make do, am I right? Panzer Fox with the Austrian Federal Railways, or DT Dorftrottel. Oh, right, this one. This is that goofy locomotive with the rear observation thingamajig. Austria Fever. And everything about this is just goofy. It's even more goofy in the schematics, now that I think about it. Like, yikes. Okay, so this is what it looks like in real life as a cross-section. Here's what it looks like from some other angles. Here's the actual logo in operation in the post-war, presumably. Here it is doing some light passenger work. But I really wanted to get back to this one because you can see the smoke deflector here covers up this portion. and it makes it look cuter than it actually is. And then you actually see it with the smoke deflectors here, and it just looks disgusting. Now, I want to know that... what the... How did I get over here? I'm still at Train of Thought's Discord. What's going on? Okay, so I want to know the story about this thing, because this goofy logo's been in my head living rent-free. For service on suburban and secondary lines, but also for light express trains, the BB got 20 tank logos of the DT1 type starting in 35. Having a luggage compartment, their designation stood for Dampftriebwagen, or steam rail cars, since they were mostly used on rural lines. They also got the nickname Dorftrottel, or village idiots. The Slovenian Railways also ordered 6 similar, slightly heavier logos. They had the 242T wheel arrangement with a long driver wheelbase and both leading and trailing axles in Bissell frames, whatever that is. The weight distribution could be switched between the maximum load of 13 to 11 tons. The first 10 were built as oil burners to enable one-man operation, but were later also converted to coal firing. The DT1 was often used in pendler trains in the center of a maximum of 4 two-axle passenger cars that allowed them to run in both directions. Apart from being used as a locomotive in light express trains, they were also used as heating locomotives, towed behind electric locomotives in a heavier express train. This was necessary because World War I, or should it say World War II, brought many passenger cars into Austria which had no compatible heating or braking systems for modern Austrian and German electric locomotives. Okay, so it is World War I. So it's all the post-war cars just being slapped into Austria prior to the Second World War. The Reichsbahn made them Class 715s, and during this time some were stationed at Munich or Rosenheim. After the Second World War, all 18 which were still existing came back to Austria. In the BB, or is it? Yeah, the BB, they now became Class 3071s and would later be withdrawn in 68. Today, DT 1.07 is being preserved and is located at Strasshof. I know. I was just hoping to get more context because this is such a weird locomotive. I'm sorry. Oh, hat! That definitely is a hat. With a spark arrestor if I've ever seen one. But this is an ancient repost that I am not going to think is worth spinning on. Oh, Denny B! What the... Is this thing in a lottery advertisement? Yeah, I have no idea what it is. But that loading gauge is not suitable for that platform. Mind the gap. When you take little Thomas too seriously. Oh my gosh, he's so tiny!
Hamburger.
He's so tiny, how did he do that? And apparently this is from an image that got shared by a Train Boy video from Train Boy's channel. Special Grade Biozone posted this. No, it's not Strasbourg Railway, Thomas. Anyway, American Sterling in single doesn't exist. It can't hurt you. The American Sterling single from Dallas 1945. It never ceases to amaze me that the company that made these things, and still continues to make these things to this day, has not considered other wheel arrangements. At least didn't take them as seriously, though. But apparently it's a repost, so I wouldn't know. This is definitely a repost. Butts McGee just read what it says on the tank. Wait, just read what it says on the tank, and it's the Government Hospital for the Insane. Classic repost. Oh no, not this one again. Panzer Fox, the Southern State Railway Chiapovano, or the Javornik, aka the Austrian Southern Railways Class 21, Austrian Southern Railway Class 27, and Italian State Railway Class 197, and the Austria-Hungary
Hamburger.
something something. 1856, 26 were made. So is this any different from the ones that we saw in the past? Because I could have swore we saw this. To the extent where I'm not even going to spin the wheel, it's not worth it. Oh gosh, USS Salem, what is that? Internal pistons, external running gear. It's a
Hamburger.
it's a 480 tank engine, side tank no less. Ooh, it hurts to look at this thing. From Yield Seawitch, the Great Southern and Western Railway Class 900. Basically an Irish licky banker. It was the only broad gauge Irish engine built with 4 coupled axles. Well, there was technically a second one, but it was rebuilt into 462 and removed the last axle. Apparently these engines weren't good. You don't say. Let's see. I think everybody was experimental during the first few decades of train manufacturing. What on earth is this? I can hardly see it. So we're going to copy this image, copy image, paste it into the search, paste it into the search, please. Oh, there's even more cursed wheel configurations. Cambridge University Press. This seems like a reliable source. If it'll even load. Come on. Come on, I know you can load for me. Google was doing just fine. I don't know, maybe I could... What can I do while it's loading? I know. I guess I'll head back to Jack of Jail Fries' channel to see if there's any updates there. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything new here. I guess I'll just bounce over to the Benny Boy Discord again. So yeah, this was posted today. Here's Via Rail, but it's European. Here's Wisconsin and Southern. Looks kind of okay, inoffensive. Repost. And that was that. But we got more. We've got Kyle. Hi, Kyle. We got Southern Pacific. That's another repost. G, M, and O. That's another repost. This one's new, though. Via Rail. Now, this would be interesting if this was real. We got ourselves the coaster. We got the Metrolink. I don't think we have this one specifically, but yeah, we got this one again. We've got Metra again. This one's just goofy. I feel like it's not as
Hamburger.
different as I thought it would be. Like, I feel like I've seen it before, but I don't. I don't know. We got some more Photoshop jobs. We got Phelps Dodge. What is that? Phelps Dodge Morenci Incorporated, and it's called a paycheck. This one's a repost. Cerrejón. Responsible something. But yeah, that is a weird arrangement, especially with the cactus over here in the sun. Got General Electric demonstrator livery. We got GATX. That's a repost. Central Maine and Quebec. Oof. That is a mouthful. We got Southern Railways. I feel like that's a repost. We've got the Bulkmatic 06 de Mexico. Of course, we couldn't go wrong without. I mean, we couldn't go wrong with an auto train, am I right? And we got this harbor one, and that's the most recent one. No, wait, there's more. Oh gosh, there's more. How much more are there? Like, now I just feel like you're just trying to get my goat by reposting stuff over and over and over and over again. Because that's a repost, that's a repost, that's a repost, that's a... Okay, that was kind of new. This is a repost. Frontrunner. Of course, we needed to have that railway from the Netherlands. Repost. New England Central. What the... I never heard that one before. And back to Southern again. And here are the last ones, finally. I don't think I've seen Southern Pacific in this livery ever before. And of course, we got the Johns County Airport Commission for some reason. We've got the Altamont Corridor Express. Let's friggin' go. And the Nickel Plate Road, which actually looks kind of okay. We've got Electromotive, another demonstrator, and all, whatever that is. And then Pilbara Rail. And of course, Amtrak. So yeah, that wraps that up. Let's see if Cambridge is working. Let's see, the history of world technology, 1750 to the present. Oh. It costs $40. Over $40 to buy this. I just wanted to look at the image. Is that so hard to ask? Like, frick, dude. Does it at least let me see the... Let's see. Just let me see the figures, index, references, world regions, part 3, politics, new world, a new world of energy, population and disease, world technology, 1750 to the present, global industrialization, the economic history of agriculture, blah, blah, blah. Tables, maps, figures. That's what I'm looking for. Privates do not read sign. Yeah, that... Oh, and it's gonna load again. Well, Cambridge is having a stroke. I'm just gonna go check out over here instead. So let's see. A Grande de Mique hardcore mode is what this one says. If it'll load for me. I don't even know what you even said. And, ooh. Getting better on that line work. The huge hole.
Hamburger.
That's what she said. A 010-6 heavyweight. But you know, if it's a hole, it's a goal. Wait. Anyway, what else was there? We got YouTube takes longer to load these drawings every time. Is this Bill and Ben? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's crack open the tab again. Hey, Lucky K4, welcome to the stream. So yeah, Jeff and Jenny, the 040T tank engines. With super tiny wheels and super cursed oscillating pistons, it seems. We've got the 6 El Gigante extreme heavy freight loco. And the 46662 plus 26664 Deluxe Garrett. It's so long we can't even see the whole thing in this image. So we're just going to close this out. Oh, I see, I see. Sorry, I forgot. And last but not least, finally, got some little goobers here. Well, nice. And is that another floating locomotive? It's a Garrett of sorts. If this will open in a new tab for me, please. Okay. The 040 Moonlight with the goofy cover on the tender, which is sloped. We've got Todd, the 220T. Where's the tank, though? Like the water tank and the coal bunker, that sort of thing. We got the T020 coffee pot engine. Very goofy We've got the 04 plus 0. The 040 plus 040 Garrett. I like the idea behind this because it's more suspended than it normally would be for a Garrett. Because I'm not sure if you've seen some of the 040 plus 040 Garretts that were prototypical, but they usually had like the front and the back placed underneath the main boiler. I'll give you an idea what I'm talking about in a moment. This is just the 040 odd. I don't know how it translates all that steam into wheel rotation, and I guess we may never know. Oh, the T is a logging engine. To be honest, I just thought it was just another cursed critter, like a steam dummy. And Theo, the cab forward with oscillating pistons.
Hamster.
It is a 012-0. Yeah, that wraps that up. CP rail and MRL. Oh, Theo in time. Okay. 2020, operating northbound train. Essentially set broke, second car. Yes, the train caught fire due to an attack. Fire was intentionally set in the second car northbound, approaching Central Park North 110th Street station. Spread quickly, filling train with smoke. Garrett Goebel, train operator, helped passengers evacuate, but later found unconscious on the tracks and tragically passed from smoke inhalation. F's in the chat. F's in the chat. We lost another one. Oh, you did? Oh, let's go bounce back to that. Let's bounce back to home. Let's bounce back to videos.
Oh my god, I just found out that my data...
I don't care. It's just an ad. Skip the ad. So yeah, I don't know why you keep,
Hamburger.
Okay, so it does work as intended, it seems so far. Classic goofy logo. Without the pilot wheels, because of course. It does run a little smoother than I thought it would. I don't know. I don't know. Let's speed this up a bit. Bonus clip of the engine derailing. Okay, let's try that again. Well, it didn't derail in the way that I thought it would be. CFD signifier. Oh, what is that? Video graphic debut. That raises more questions than answers. But that's a story for another day. Okay, one moment. Figures! That is not the figures I was looking for. That is just an image of the figures. Or rather, I should say, a page reference. Oh, it was. But yeah, let's bounce back to the Discord. I'm looking here. Was there more stuff added here? Okay, because everything looks so similar. Like, it's a real bruh moment. So yeah. Algoma Centro SC44. So yeah, that is kind of weird. And of course, they did it on what I think is a Jersey Central train. Got some tri-rail. This looks vaguely familiar, but I can't say for sure. Oh, now that is bold. That is very bold. Very interesting. Very pog. Repost of the Norfolk Southern.
Hampter.
Regional Transport Authority, Southern Pacific, Canadian. I wanted to say Canadian National Railways, but it's CCPN, which I don't know what that is. We've got LTEX, which I don't even know where to start with that. I don't know whatever this is. We've got the Swiss National Railways with the SBB Cargo. We've got the WAMX, which is the Swan Ranch Railroad. Pretty sure that's not supposed to be like that. And that's the last of it on that end. Okay, back to cursed trains. Assuming that I'm not able to find a better alternative over here. Like, can I just look at the image
Hamburger.
of this? No, it is not going to let me look at this image. Gosh dang it. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. Open image in new tab, please. That is still super small. I don't think I know that one. We shall go and see soon. Square. Very small. Very small. From Steamman 60K 103. Okay, here's a better one. Oh, I thought it was bad enough as just a 060 tank engine, but as a 042 tank engine, somehow that just looks even goofier. Square. The shape of evil!
Hampter.
Hoya fanboy, 1930s, what do you got? I do love littering on the tracks, XD. Well, first of all, that's just littering. Could have just taken it all off at the station platform so it could be properly taken care of. Yeah, he's just standing there menacingly. Such a waste. And he's just wiping the rest of it down. No, wait, he's just kicking it off. I have no idea what these folks are doing. But they obviously don't give a... But you know, give a hoot, don't pollute. I don't know, because in some parts of the world, people just don't care. Like, for real. Let's see, Stainman 60K103. Would you believe me if I told you that this was French? I very much would believe this was French. If not Italian. I feel like this is a repost. Stretched Alco PA. Yep, that is very stretched. I don't know what game that's from, but it looks like a big fat yikes, USS Salem. Panzer Fox with a Prussian EP-247 and 252. Bro got his body privileges revoked. All that's left of him are the driving rods and stuff. But yeah, this is what it's supposed to look like. This is him now. Feel old yet? I'm pretty sure it was the other way around, but you get the idea of my joke. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What is this? What the actual... Ugh. Disgusting. Michael!
Hamburger.
Michael! Don't leave me here! Michael! But it's a 31-inch gauge, a 040 loco, and we got the Albion built for the Cambrian Railways. That is a repost if I have ever seen one. Look how they massacred my boy. Oh gosh, what the actual... Whatever this thingeth is. I feel like someone's gonna break a bone operating this device. Because they basically just cannibalized a bunch of rail parts to turn a traction motor engine into a steam locomotive. And so long as the arrangements of this and this stays equidistant, then there shouldn't be a problem. But something tells me, based on that bend, that may not be the case. Unless this is further out than this one and they needed to bend it a certain way. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. I need more angles to kind of get an idea of how the drive rod, or whatever rod it is, gets arranged correctly. Oh boy. But yeah, that is probably the most cursed thing we've seen tonight. Better watch where he puts his arm on that thing. Yeah. Queensland Railway Class 2170, aka the Electromotive Division GL 26C-2 for the South African Class 35-800. 45 are preserved. I picked this one because I hate how it looks, even for a diesel. Oh right, this atrocity. Bro looks like Monty Gator here. I don't know what they were thinking when they made this. I sincerely don't know what they were thinking when they made this. Also, are there only stirrups in the front? What if you need to get off at the back? Like, there's only 2 access points. But at least it's OSHA certified with those handrails, am I right?
Hamburger.
But I think there's more. Are there more images? No, I saw them all. But just, ooh, that hurts to look at. Oh yeah, fanboy, gotta love that Great Western Railway Hull class visiting other railways. A 1920s Great Western Railway Hull class locomotive set to visit Swanage Railway for the first time. Except I think that's not supposed to be a Hull class. I think that's what makes it cursed. Let's see. Steamman 60K103. What TOT wish he had. That's a repost. But baby, I pull up. Gressley's side. we've got Sounder again. Feel like we've seen this before. I know, right? I knew they mislabeled it, otherwise it wouldn't have been posted. And FD 1003. This post has been edited, but not in the edited image sort of way, but like edited post. I don't even know what this is, because that's an electric locomotive back there. But what on earth is this thing? Is this like a slug or something? I don't know. Or is that a pantograph arm right there? But whatever the case is, this thing looks goofy. This looks stupid. Whoever made this should know that this looks bad, and they should feel bad for making it. With that goofy 70s, 80s industrial design BS. Commit Sudoku, etc., etc. Yeah. But what a way to end it on, but I guess is March 14th, the day that crabs fries, the day before the Ides of March. And if this is any indication, Flat Friday. Now, there were some things that people wanted me to take a look at. If I recall correctly, so... Oh, I guess that's the end of it. I was not expecting the hamburger jump scare to happen at the time it did. So yeah, Hamster's still going. So let's see. So I was supposed to look at some things. Dear Lois, this is worse than that time I was turned into a diesel and got roasted by train of thought. Except I'm not train of thought, I'm Paige, but you get the idea. Oh, sweet Lois, man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. So I think I should be able to head over to the live chat to see everything that everybody said so far, so I can cross-reference some of the questions I got. Oh gosh, this is a lot. Luckily, people didn't comment too much, so I'm able to see the whole thing. Let's see. Amtrak. Ba-ba. And also a certified hood classic. Look at the curse trains. Still runs slowly. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba. Where on earth is it? I know a bunch of people ask questions. I guess I'll just start with the MTA, MTA. I'll start with the MTA, whatchamadoosit, R142. I hope I got that right. So I'm surprised there's a whole wiki article on it. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Okay. First mass-produced model class of the newest generation of, or new technology, A division cars of the New York City subway, built by Bombardier in La Pocatière in Quebec, as well as in Quebec, Canada, and Bear, Vermont in the United States, with final assembly in Plattsburgh, New York in 99 to 2003. Okay, so it's actually not a specific train, it's rather a series. Oh, I see. I guess. Oh, the 2020 New York City subway fire. Early March 27, 2020, 3:15 a.m. Northbound 2 train from New York City subway caught fire as it entered into the Central Park North 110th Street station in Harlem, Manhattan, in New York. The fire killed the train operator, injured at least 16 others, and severely damaged the north part of the station and the train cars. The MTA officials said that the conductor and the MTA employee successfully evacuated passengers from the train and off the platform. Passengers and crew from the second train behind the train with the fire were also safely evacuated. Let's see, aftermath. Offered a $50,000 reward for any info on the person responsible for the fire. Released a person of interest. Let's see, arrested Nathaniel Avinger, who was suspected of starting the fire in addition to other fires. Eventually charged with the murder of Goebel after being arrested and for an unrelated crime in mid-December 2020. Oh, what? Oh, there was another one in 2022?
Hamster.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. It's only showing the 2020. Yeah, it's not showing it. Oh, Office of the MTA Inspector General report of 2022. Fire safety systems and transit yards. Final report. Maybe this'll... Nope, that's not helping. This isn't helping. Oh, here it is. Well, actually, this is February 2nd, 2022. Shopping cart set ablaze in New York City subway. I don't care about your pop-up. Third fire from the same train line within weeks, according to the cops. Oh, I think I remember this one. Hold up. Let's see, responded to the scene. Garrett is reminiscent of the arson that killed the operator Garrett Goebel 2020 when an homeless man set a shopping cart on fire. There are more than 1,000 subway fires reported in 2021. NYPD's arson squad is investigating both fires. So yeah, this was some time ago, but still noteworthy in its own right. Only they closed for 10 days? I thought I had it bad when the entire transit authority for Santa Clara County went on strike the other day. I don't know. The motivations greatly vary from person to person. Sometimes it's for insurance fraud, if it includes your personal private property. Sometimes it's just for the thrill of it. And sometimes it's sabotage. There may be other motivations. Pyromania. And other things. Sometimes it's just an honest mistake. Like some kids playing with matches. So yeah, there was the Benny Boy. Was it Benny Boy? No, it was this Discord. Oh, we got some more cursed specimens here. This one's got a booster truck Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And here it is on display in what I want to say is 00 scale or HO scale. It's this coupler is throwing me off. But yeah, we got that. We got that. Oh, right, this one. I'm just gonna mute this. Actually, now that I think about it, haven't we seen this whole video before? Yeah, I feel like we've seen this before. I can't double speed this.
Hamster.
Oh, similar location. I don't know why there was another cutaway to that other scene. Come on. We ain't got all day. Oh boy, those cars. What are those cars up to? Is it gonna make it? It's already derailed, technically. But maybe they can thread the needle on this one and make it to the other side like nothing happened. Oh, sweet, Lois! He did it! He did it. He did it. He did it today! Or, hooray, sorry. I don't know how I messed that up. I could imagine. I don't know what it takes to actually, you know, fix stuff in this game. I hear some audio, but I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to be. Some sort of commentary on a mic that's too loud. I mean, too quiet for the rest of the in-game audio that's being recorded, by comparison. So we got the lamp off. We got a bunch of these cars here. One moment, hold on. Oh, and this is where everything goes off the rails. No pun intended. So yeah, and there was the... Was it this one? No, wait, I already saw this one. This is the one that just explodes for no reason. Now, there was some other stuff I was supposed to see around here. Oh, right, this one. No, wait, this is... I just saw this one, never mind. Was it this one? Just gonna mute the audio just to be safe. But yeah, this is a goober. This is our cursed little goober with the booster truck. I feel like it's a converted, what's it called? Oh, it's just sound effects? I was worried for a sec. But yeah, I feel like this is a customized locomotive of an HO scale model produced by AHM Riverossi, or at least it reminds me of one, because there aren't many HO scales that have there aren't many tender locomotives with HO scale. I'm misspeaking, I'm having a stroke. What I was trying to say is that there aren't a lot of HO scale locomotives with tenders that have booster trucks on them. Off at Rustler's Roost. So is this a historically significant display and operator? Or rail fan, I should say. Because I don't know who this gentleman is. I feel like they must be very important. Yes, by John Allen. Let's see who John Allen is. Maybe I have one of his books. Oh. And that was... Let's see. Here it is. John Whitby Allen. With the Goran Daftid. I don't know how to pronounce that. Goran Daftid? So there's a whole documentary here. 2 weeks after John's death, the model layout was destroyed by a fire. It was thought that all recordings were destroyed with it. Thanks to the rediscovery of these films, this DVD can offer you a direct experience to Allen's miniature world. Enter a vast network of standard gauge, narrow gauge, and mixed gauged. Even a trolley line. See more than 100 bridges, no two alike, some soaring 5 feet above the floor. See engines crawl through the labyrinthian canyons of the Achenbach mountain range, complete with working cable cars and water wheels. Catch the saga of the notorious Sore Feets gang and their terrible but richly deserved final demise. John's own slides with his exquisite detail, from the snow-capped peaks to city lights, bring to life to the thousands of miniature people and working railroad artifacts that have surprised and delighted so many. Train fans, model railroaders, and indeed, all those with imagination. I'm pretty sure the Garrett Goebel dude was cool too. And apparently, I assume, also no longer with us. Whitby Allen, if memory's working correctly. 410 or 4884? I don't know. Can't go wrong with 4884. Oh yeah, so he passed away in 1973. Prominent American model railroader, pioneered and developed several aspects of the hobby with his HO scale Goran Dafted model railroad in Monterey, California. Oh, that's not too far from here. Popularizing them with numerous magazine articles and photographs starting in the 1940s. He was renowned for his skill at scratch building and creating scenery. He also pioneered the technique of weathering his models with more He pioneered the technique of weathering his models for a more realistic appearance, in addition to his super detailing of locomotives, rolling stock structures, and scenery. Allen was known for populating his model world with scale figurines with humorous scenes. Other techniques Allen promoted were realistic train operation and the use of forced perspective to create the illusion a model railroad layout was larger than it really was. But I thought we just looked at Garrett Goebel with that MTA article or two. Also, wasn't I supposed to be looking at other people's trains that people were talking about earlier? Oh, for the 4.8 made by a person named John Allen. Posting it on the Discord. Arrived. Blue Lobster. Logging railways. Let's see, look at the wheels. 2,000 years later. Posted a drawing. Blah, blah, blah. Too many AC-44s. Jerry the janky engine. Okay. Well, I don't think you'll necessarily need to spend $400 on resources. Yeah. Yeah. Fine. Let's see, the city. This must be a newspaper obituary entry. And the subway conductor was... Oh, gosh! Oh, gosh, that is TMI. The widow of Garrett Goebel, subway motorman, unalived in 2020 fire that authorities say was ignited intentionally, knows all too well the dangers faced by transit workers who experienced a more than 60% surge in assaults in the last year. Oh gosh. According to an internal MTA report obtained by the city, there were 82 attacks on transit workers last year being, in this case, 2023. Oh, he did? That actually sounds nice and wholesome. Juxtaposed with this obituary or what have you.
Hamster.
Or actually, no, this is just a general article now I think about it. But there is a mural that honors Garrett Goebel right over here. The G credit from Ben Frachtenberg. 82 attacks on transit workers last year. That would be classified as assaults under New York State penal law. The February report prepared for MTA official reveals up from 51 in 2022. Life continues on because it has to, the 37-year-old mother of two told the city. But those moments, those things that happen, they just bring you right back to the tragedy. It's like there's no progress and no healing. While the MTA data shows the assaults and instances and harassment against transit workers has dropped by close to 30% for the first 2 months of 2024 compared to the same stretch of 2023, recent high-profile violent incidents in the subway, including one man getting pew-pewed with his own pew-pew last week on a rush-hour train in Brooklyn on the A line, have rattled the system. That confrontation between two men near the Hoyt Schermerhorn station came days after Governor Kathy Hochul dispatched the National Guard, state troopers, and MTA police officers to conduct bag checks near the subway station near turnstiles. Her deployment came in the wake of a February 29th slashing of a conductor, Alton Scott, which led to the alleged worker slowdown a top transit official criticized as some kind of work stoppage charade, which obviously was not. And the story goes on. So yeah, not an obituary, but it is a very long article discussing an issue that's plaguing the MTA. I think with the advent of the new turnstiles, things may change. Or at least I would certainly hope so. Like, I had not heard of this. Why haven't I heard of this? I have heard of many absurd things on the New York City subway, but that was not one of them. That sounds like something straight out of the 1970s. Not gonna lie. But oh gosh, it's been over 2 hours. I think I need to go eat something and also wrap things up. Oh. oh 07. F's in the chat pay respects to the ALS logo. Yeah, I would continue on, but I think I don't want to overstay my welcome, and I have some other things to do this evening. Oh boy. I should be back to stream again next week. Hopefully there won't be as many distractions or goofy stuff that gets in the way. Oh, yeah. I could totally understand. But yeah, people really shouldn't be using transit as a toilet unless there's a specific toilet area that you're supposed to use as a toilet. For toilet reasons. But yeah, I was hoping we'd be able to wrap things up on a much higher note than that. But yeah, next week should be similar. More Curse Trains from Train of Thoughts Discord. Go check out his Discord. Go check out his channel. Go check out his Twitter at Train Fact Guy. Stay safe in the weather, everybody. I want to thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, favorite, like, share, and subscribe with notifications on if you haven't already. Your engagements is what helps bring these live streams and videos I make to more people to enjoy and share. If you haven't already, but financially can, feel free to become a channel member for 99 cents a month or a patron at patreon.com. You could donate as a super chat or donate directly through the Stream Elements link in the description below as well. I wish you all the best in these trying times. I thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. And until then, take care, stay awesome, stay true to yourself, and remember to never give up, folks. Bye, everybody.